We're live.
Okay. So as Beth is coming up, just a couple of things to say. We appreciated your response or your offer in 1.1 and found it to be a good fit to move things along. We accepted what you have, what you said about the map. Your changes we accepted, except we moved Mill River back up into Rutland.
What's that?
We moved Mill River, as you and I discussed.
No, the SU?
Yeah.
Whole SU, all the towns and everything, or just it's a 4-town SU.
Who's in that?
Tinmouth, whatever's next to Tinmouth.
Plymouth?
No.
No.
Uh,
Let's stay here.
No, yeah, I think
all right, well, we can look when we get to it.
we could look at it. And then we just made some language changes to your suggestions. Beth to do this, but
Here's your cut paper.
we wanted to make sure as we.
So I'm sorry, my hearing seems to be
Okay.
fading throughout the day. I don't know what.
No,
it is,
and
but
people
it's
say that on.
Harder. It's not just you. I need a man to speak up earlier.
Okay. And it is me, I don't speak a lot.
Okay.
So, so we talked about the map and we'll take a look at that in particular. And then if you go to page 1, we didn't change anything, as you can see, because there's no yellow highlighting.
No, that we did actually.
There it is.
This
It
is-
didn't-
yeah.
Didn't get highlighted, okay.
Yes,
Yes, on the
Little I,
the little I on page 8, line 8.
I have no idea where we are.
Just
I'm so sorry.
page 1, line 8.
There's no highlighting.
Should be some pages.
Okay, so little I.
Yes, yes. And we wanted to make clear, so we're thinking about the examples of districts on the border between the two, and they really want to be over in the other one. And this is just making clear to them, signal to them that they can do that. They don't have to ask the facilitators permission. If that's where they want to go, they can go. And that relates to the email, for instance, that we just got from about, and then,
I think we should bring down.
What?
I think we should just end the whole conference.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys good then?
I don't know, we have to.
Fernand?
Beth will-
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was trying to match her.
so with regard to the average class size, the part about average class size, minimum class size. So we wanted to make sure that we're not just going to end up with all general classes.
I'm sorry, didn't we do this already?
This is a repetition of what's in Act 73 for exceptions.
Thank you.
Then there's more to it.
Okay, great, sorry. Okay, thanks.
And so we repeated what's in there for the average class size in this definition section, but then we added, we wanted to make sure that there's room for more. We added C, specialized or targeted academic opportunities, so that those would not be counted against. And
The-
Can I
Yeah.
add a little bit? So the A and B are already included in Act 73 as exceptions to the class size that the class sizes don't apply to those. And what we were trying to come up with was to address some concerns about sort of seminar courses that may be intended to be small, or specialized classes that may be offered, for short time or that are, not part of the regular curriculum, but maybe, yeah, for lack of a better word, like seminars. But we didn't feel like that was exactly what it is. So specialized or targeted academic opportunities. And we came to that language by looking at what's already in here for special ed, which is
Supplemental or target.
supplemental or targeted academic intervention. And this is not intervention per se, but specialized opportunities for students. I think there was a concern that we didn't want to exclude the possibility of a school district doing a special class that maybe is, for example, in our area, Virgins High School offers German. And it's a pretty specialized class and it's fairly small. And we didn't want them to have to cancel their German classes because of it. So that's what this is trying to cover. And if you have a better idea of how to word it, but this is what we came up with to try to get at that idea. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other parts are really just moving the districts. Wow. And I do want to think about, and I hadn't thought about with regard to the Mill River, but we have tried not to break up districts, so, yeah.
Okay.
Move all of them. Was it up? Was it
Yes,
putting them
that-
up or was
yeah.
it down? I can't
No,
remember.
up into the trouble. Because they'll have no.
I'm sorry, can we backtrack just for a second? Are you accepting the language that we gave you on the definitions? Yeah, what's
Yes.
happening on page 3?
The definitions,
Because you just jumped to page 4, right?
yes, the
Okay.
definitions are your language on definitions, but we didn't have Beth add the specific language that you suggested on definitions, but yes.
Okay, but then, like,
Yes.
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Yes.
This was just our proposal of other things,
Okay.
but yes, we were.
And the class size language that you have in here is, I'm assuming saying we're okay with the current schedule of class size minimums coming in, but we'd like this language added to it.
Yeah, we're really nervous, but yes, if we're defining minimum class size this way, but we're not, then we're just defining average class size this way.
Act 73 uses the term class size, is that right?
St. James Office of Legislative Counsel. What's the question?
Act 73, when it talks about class size minimums, does it use average class sizes? I'm pretty sure.
So when we're talking about Act 73, we're actually talking about section 165,
Sorry.
subdivision A9 reads that a school comply, so this is what you have to do to comply with education quality standards. The school complies with average class size and minimum standards.
Okay.
And then it says, provided however, that when class size minimums apply to content areas, an individual class may be smaller than the minimum average. So for example, foreign language, it would be all of the classes for your foreign languages. So if your German class was just 2 kids, it wouldn't necessarily mean you have that German class unless for some reason that bumped the average down so much that it took you below the class size average in that content area.
But yeah, I don't think you need to go any further. I think my question was more the proposal you have in front of us for letter C. In what context is that being offered? I guess I should ask.
What do you mean?
Well, there was no difference in our languages about class sizes. Or I don't know if it's to do with definitions or with class size minimums.
I think,
Class
With this-
Class size and
class size minimums.
yes,
Okay,
and
just
this
do
is
that part.
to try to allay some concerns about the implementation of those in the interim period. So
Okay.
I think,
And we'll, Yeah,
Go ahead.
So the class size minimum delay is out and this is in. Is that what the?
well, yeah, that's yeah, if we're not forcing everybody into, just general classes.
Yeah.
That's what this is about, is trying to
Yeah,
broaden.
so that we're feeling more comfortable about it staying in effect
Yeah.
now. If this language is in, that provides the exceptions. Is that fair to say? Yeah. I know you're
Yeah.
still, yeah. And then I don't know that we ever got a paper copy of your proposal, or if I have placed it in all of the many papers I have.
I frankly have absolutely no idea from the party, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have, our proposal is a short 4-pager.
Oh,
I have three random on here.
let's see, I have one here.
That's 1.1.
Yeah, we're 2.1.
Oh, no, this is not, this is our proposal. Oh, no, this is a house for me, right? Does this have, yes, sorry,
Ours opens with
apologies.
definitions.
This is theirs. That's St. James 104 PM. Is that right? Yes.
Yeah.
So,
That was a lot of hours.
All right, so then, the rest of this is good with you. And yours is the counter to that, so I think it's not addressed.
it's not really a counter, it's a combo. It's like, I think we're offering this to combine with yours.
Okay, so you're accepting the things, so you're accepting the contingencies and the,
Yes, and
Okay, great.
your language about the tuition going into
Okay,
effect.
thank you.
Foundation goes into effect with the language about.
Okay. Wonderful, thank you. And we're, so I think then we need to confirm.
Yeah, we should probably confer, but I did ask, Ledge Council to add in something that we had talked a little bit informally yesterday about, very simple, about, when the final reports of the merger committees is complete, that report be transmitted to everybody at the same time.
Right,
Yeah, holding on to all of them.
Yeah.
yes, that's a good, right, thank you for remembering that. There are a couple other miscellaneous things in the school construction section that we haven't gone over. I don't know if John has that draft ready no, John does not have that draft ready.
I think John's confused about what draft you're talking.
But we can probably talk through them, if you wanted to talk through them.
Okay,
Sure.
and then we could have that to talk about and add to. Are you?
Okay.
Yeah, what's your timing?
We're waiting for editing.
Okay.
That's longer. Pardon me? Oh, the language about if a school board member is appointed to a merger committee and then loses their seat on a school
That
board,
would be great, please add that.
yeah, we want to add that.
Oh, and then that school board, we get to appoint the next.
That they would have to appoint a replacement school board member, that you have to be on a school board to be on a merger committee.
Okay,
Yeah, is that what we want?
this question somebody brought it up to me as well, because it's like, you're losing longevity or whatever. And I was just like, oh, you could be a school board member or designee. And I'm like, that's really complicated, thanks.
Yeah, it should be a school board member, I think, because they're actually elected and can be unelected if they're not doing a good job,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay.
Do we want to talk about the Wardsboro, Dover? No,
We kind of did.
is that part of it?
The Wardsboro, Dover.
Yeah, I think our.
Oh, I'm sorry, there was no-
Did that incorporate it?
Well, it didn't incorporate it, but it says that that school board could vote and move over with.
Oh, so we don't want to change it just so it's automatically there.
That's what they requested. As long as they can do it.
Empowered.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, you guys wanted to confer and I'm gonna.
We can
confer
talk
with
through,
John.
okay, or we could talk it through.
We could talk through right now.
You-
We don't have a
Any
great.
idea what I'm talking about, John? What?
Yeah, I think so. But,
Maybe we should take a minute so I can talk to John.
Okay, great.
Okay, so what do you maybe we'll.
Okay.
Right, we're gonna look the.
Go across them.
Yeah. Oh, I know, one. Sorry, guys.
Mute up.
Too many things going on at the same time.
Okay.
Can you make
We are live and unmuted.
All right, do you want to do your thing, say something, and then I'll take us through these? Or I can,
Through the.
the things
Oh,
that John
on
is
the-
drafting
yeah,
on,
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Can I interrupt it and
Yeah.
add one thing since we were to bring us back to class size minimums?
Yeah.
In sort of the shuffling around, there was language originally in the miscellaneous education bill about delaying class size minimum sort of clock ticking until rulemaking was.
Oh, that's what you were talking
Yeah.
about, okay.
And if nobody has any objections, I've asked Beth to put that back in.
Okay,
Yeah.
No, we.
that, okay, it's funny, because Seth was telling me this, I was like, I don't remember this at all.
It's all in between our two teams.
Okay. Okay, great, awesome, perfect, good middle ground there. Okay, school construction, if anybody wants to follow along, starting on page 70 of the side by side. These are the changes that I have asked John to make, and he's drafting them, so I'm walking through them. On page 71, section 66A, changing the appropriation from 900,000 to 800,000 for the school construction aid special fund for the facilities master plan grant program.
Whoa,
Was that a sarcastic word?
no, it's not. We shouldn't change any of the numbers in here.
I was asked to.
Oh, great.
confirm
Thank you.
notes. Yes,
Great.
yes.
Okay, thank you.
It's
Okay, I
in
was
the
like-
budget.
I was like,
it's
oh my
all-
God, that's.
The
Thank
reason
you.
we are changing this, yes, they're all on board. They came
Thank
to
you.
me and
Good,
asked me if we
great.
could take they could
Thank
take
you.
$100,000 for
Appreciate
the budget. And I said, yes.
I was
On
like,
behalf
is that in the table that I approved earlier today?
Ellen Hebron jumped up and down.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry, I panicked.
No, you're okay. And then if we flip to, page 79, this is the legacy debt aid section. There is,
Section 79 or page?
page 79, section 74,
Thank you.
legacy debt aid. There will be added section about an appeal to the Secretary of Education about about a facilitator, identifying a bad faith participant.
Thank you.
The appeal, and it's a may appeal, to the secretary by February 15th of 2029. So that would be, their report, the facilitator report is due in December of 2028. So they would have until February 15th to appeal, and then the secretary would have until May 15th of 29 to make a determination. And there,
45 days.
I don't know, it's just months and middles and 15s.
You said February to May, right?
February.
So the first one, you said December 2028.
It's December
January
1st and
15th.
then February 15th.
February 15th.
February 15th. It
Okay.
was mainly because there are holidays in there and there's
Okay, no,
lots of
that's
stuff happening.
great. Okay.
But we need the
That's more like
determination.
75 days. Thank you.
It's a lot of time.
Okay, good.
But we need the determination made by July 1st. So we needed to have dates in there so that nobody took too long.
Yep.
And there would be language that says that the appeal, the secretary's decision is final and there's no appeal after that. And that that the secretary would be required to create policies surrounding how it's done
Mhm.
so that there would be some guidelines about it.
And then also changing this date.
Yes, the date would go to December 31st, 2024.
Thank you.
Okay, and then in terms of the legacy debt aid, the 25%, what John and I thought was the most elegant way of doing it is just changing the definition of supplemental district spending to include the 25% of legacy debt that is not covered by state aid. And it would just change the definition. It would be that way from the very beginning. There would be no vote. Everybody knows that that's the definition. The debt has already been approved by voters in a previous vote years before. So we don't want to risk the possibility of no vote, but it would just be included in the definition and it would reference this section, legacy debt aid. Thank you. Okay. And then there are two cleanups One is there was a study committee reference that needs to be changed to merger committee. And then there was a reference to the treasurer and debt authorization, and we need to change, oh, that's on page. No, it's not. Anyway, I can't remember where it is, but it's changing it to CDAC.
Perfect.
Which was what was requested by the administration.
Yeah, and also just
And also the way it
appropriate
works.
thing to do.
Yes.
Yes.
So those were the changes, and I don't know if I missed anything, John. Okay.
And I can, give me like 1 minute, I can come up with a Word doc that has these things.
I don't have one of those, so let's. Are there any left?
Does that leave anything else? Do we have any other open issues from there?
So we're forgetting
So
something.
maybe we ask the table if there are any, anything that isn't clear.
Did we lose any details, team?
I don't think that we'll, that's the Office of Legislative Counsel, I don't think that we'll be able to give you a final answer on that until we actually put something together and for a checklist.
But you don't have anything in your top of your list anymore?
I literally don't have any in my head right now.
Oh, okay, great, okay, thank you. So I think then all that's left is the,
Yeah, you know, I mean, first of all, it's been, I would call very collaborative and, you know, great. You know, we remain, as I think many folks do, about the accelerated timing, of adding a year, taking off a year from the time to make this process happen. And I say that understanding the political, sometimes there are political necessities, and we're willing to accept that. And also understanding that this is a multi-year iterative process that will always be needing to be worked on as we go through. But I think we've got ourselves a full agreement here, and really glad that we were able to put it together without much else besides just good collaborative talk.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so probably should have a nice little shake on it, and then we can come back and sign.
And we can.
We need to go through a draft. I don't want to
Yes.
shake on it until we have a draft, and then we can
That's
have a. whole
Okay, so
thing.
go-
Oh, you want?
We should, why don't we shoot now and then we can sign when we have it.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Very good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks. It is.
So we can go off, Daphne.
Do we want John to show us that Word document just for,
Oh,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
ready?
yeah.
Oh, okay, not off. Okay.
Hello, again. I am John Perry with the Office of Legislative Counsel. Just a second. Make sure I got this right. Been a hectic day. Okay. So these will obviously be renumbered. They'll be part of a full package, but just for purposes of viewing the school construction language. Section 66A, which is your facilities master plan grant program. This replaces that $900,000 appropriation with the $800,000 appropriation.
thanks for doing that.
It cleans up the reference from study committee to merger committee. Section 68A is the intent language that sets out the General Assembly's intent not to provide aid until a number of conditions have been resolved. One of those conditions is the report on state bonding support. Previously, that was offered by the treasurer. Now for conformity, it's offered by CDAC. The legacy debt aid piece, this is probably the most substantive one to talk about here. You have a cleanup from study committee to merger committee. We have the change to December 31st, 2024 to align with the excess spending exemption that's been talked about, which is technically worded differently, but the date's perfectly aligned. The new pieces are here on page 2. And you see that on or before February 15th, 2029, a school district that is identified as a bad faith participant in that facilitator report may appeal the facilitator's determination to the Secretary of Education in order to receive aid under this section. And then on or before May 15th, 2029, the Secretary of Education shall determine whether each school district that submitted an appeal shall receive aid under the section. That determination will be final, not subject to appeal. And the secretary shall develop written policies to implement the appeals process under this subsection. I think the dates are chosen to ensure that this information is out there sufficiently in advance of the foundation formula rollout, and to provide the secretary more time to review any appeals, assuming the school districts will have every incentive to submit this appeal as soon as they can, if any school district is subject to this determination. The last instance is the amendment to the definition of supplemental district spending, which is the existing law, or in the future, supplemental district spending is that spending that voters approved in excess of the AP for the fiscal year, but now it will be plus the annual debt service costs on any legacy school construction debt not covered by legacy debt aid pursuant to 16 VSA 4033. So we have a cross-reference to the legacy debt aid statute. The hope is that that tie-in means you can leave this term, legacy school construction debt, without further definition. But if you wanted to substitute plus the annual debt service cost on any school construction debt that exists as of such and such date, you could do that. But I think this is the tie. It's your legacy debt aid, your legacy debt that's not covered through the legacy debt aid provisions. And the advantage of this, as you guys have already discussed, is that it pulls it in through the math. So it doesn't subject it to any further authorization.
And this would also cover if there is a bad faith actor and they get no aid,
Yes.
all of their debt service would have to be done on their supplemental district spending.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's it. I think I got everything.
Great. Thank you. So we're all just gonna witter about until editing.
So one more thing, just,
Oh, sorry.
just to note that we had agreed on this almost, I think, but Beth forgot to put in this draft that the fee study adheres to the foundation formula.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
been the year.
Yep.
And she's doing it now. She has it.
Thank you.
I also has one more, I was just thinking about it, I couldn't remember if we had done it in some of the findings with the numbers.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
the
just
one
take it
that,
out.
let's
Take it
take
out.
that finding out.
I think it's 2 findings, actually.
Yeah, it was 2.
Oh, was it 2? Let's take them out if I
Okay.
can't verify those numbers.
Yeah.
Which kind, I'm only aware of one
Yeah, there was
kind.
Oh,
one-
okay, it was 1 with 2 numbers in it?
Yeah.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 4 is fine, just take it out.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so, just to, like, traffic control, we're gonna mill about, this is going to they're drafting and editing. Yield is in editing, so if you can't find me, it's probably because we're over there.
Send it back.
Yeah,
Okay.
getting close on that one.
And so then we'll just await Daphne's official emails saying, come on back. Does that sound good?
Yeah, can you hang on to it?
And we will be milling about and easy to find. Yes.
Okay.
And I've got.
Thank you.